Now from the Weather Tracker TV Storm Studios, this is your weather today. Here's Chief Meteorologist William Cole.
All right, folks, here we go on this Wednesday morning. And well, for some of you folks out there, it was a stormy start to the morning, especially from the Metroplex off to the east. We had a line of rain and storms. It developed near a cold front as anticipated around 4 a.m. this morning. A lot of heavy rain, a lot of vivid lightning, a little bit of gusty wind with it. Winds up to right around 50 miles per hour, some small hail. The good news is all of it stayed below severe levels as it was moving through North Texas. But behind the front, behind the storms, it's going to be a cooler day as anticipated as well. High temperatures today struggling only through the 60s, a brisk northerly wind, and again this morning cloud cover will give way to afternoon sun. So overnight the cold front itself was snaking through North Texas. In fact, you can see that here on the morning lows, 40s and 50s off to the west where the front was. Again, you can see by sunrise there was the front in the metro. And again, obviously one of the reasons why the storms developed over the Metroplex, again, pre-sunrise earlier this morning. So there goes the front. Again, you can see the little blue line, but also notice where the rain and storms are as well, just ahead of that front. And truly, as we've gone through the morning, again, they've kind of developed from the 35 corridor. They're now racing off to the east. They're essentially pushing out of our coverage area now. By the way, we did have a brief tornado watch in effect for our far northeastern counties. That tornado watch has now been canceled here locally, but that was part of a series of tornado watches that is now in effect from the Arklatex back up to parts of the Ozarks. Again, ongoing severe weather event there, and then also further up to the north, up into parts of the Midwest, an ongoing severe weather event there as well. Now, the good news is, again, here in North Texas, we basically missed the severe weather this morning, and truly, as we go through the remainder of the day, we're essentially done with rain chances, obviously done with those severe weather probabilities as well. So again, great news for us, but all of that has to do with this right here. You can see this big dip in the jet stream that continues to come out through the Great Plains. And again, as that does continue to translate off to the east as we go through the day, again, even for other parts of the country, it will continue to move that opportunity of rain and storms off to the east as we go through the day. So who saw rain? These were 24-hour rainfall totals. Basically, we can just call these 6-hour rainfall totals, right? So if you live north, if you live west, you basically missed out. But again, from parts of Tarrant County here in Dallas County, and then especially off to the east and to the south, yes, you did see rain. And again, rainfall, at least here in the Metroplex, Dallas Love Field, about 0.14, so not even a quarter of an inch. But again, some other locations, nearly 1 inch, like down around Corsicana. I will put this map on our mobile app, and again, feel free to look at that as we go through the day, look at the totals in your area. So there goes the rain. You saw it right there on the model. We're going to basically dry out as we go through the remainder of the day. But as we get into tonight, as we get into tomorrow, let's go and take a look what's happening here. You can see our southern counties. There's going to be an opportunity of some showery activity. I tell you, if you live south of our coverage area, down into parts of central Texas, even over into parts of eastern Texas, as we go over the next several days, that front that's moving through the area, it's going to stall out, and there's going to be an opportunity of a heavy rain event unfolding down there. And again, this is just razor close to us in North Texas, but it does appear it's going to stay just south of our coverage area. But our southern counties, you folks will have lingering opportunities of some showers tonight and over the next couple of days, and then some of that showery activity will even spread further north into North Texas as we get into Friday. But again, we'll track that carefully because a small deviation in that washed out front, again, could push some of that heavier rain further to the north. So 60s today, cooler. There's that ending rain chance I was talking about. If you're making any kind of Wednesday evening plans, temperatures easing down through the 50s as opposed to the 80s the last couple of days. So definitely a chillier evening as well. And overnight lows here, generally in the 40s, chillier to colder depending on your point of view. And again, we are generally dry, but again, as we get into tomorrow, Thursday, you can see the temperature profile here just a little bit cooler off to the south. And again, that's going to be because of more cloud cover and that opportunity of even a few showers sneaking into the area down in that part of our coverage area. So we're cooler over the next couple of days for sure. On Friday, I did go ahead and lower our temperature to right around 59. And on Friday, I think even here in the Metroplex, some of those showers may creep up into our area. We'll begin to taper that off as we get into Saturday. So a pretty decent looking weekend with temperatures rebounding back into the 70s by Sunday. And then I tell you, as we get into next week with an upper level ridge building in, temperatures are going to take off next week. Lots of sun and highs in the 80s.